It's pretty good. It's actually had a bit of wildness it does. It's him, man. It's him, is the boy. Athoman in the Grand. If Athoman ever changes his realm or his name, that is Athoman. That is the boy. That is the guy. Shield of Vengeance. You gotta love how you can Shield of Vengeance while you're mid-stun. It does mean that your wall and Shield of Vengeance are one button, which is unfortunate, but it does give you like a little bit of the protection in mid-stun. Lay Hands for Athoman decided he needs to make that calculative decision to use that immunity or use that full heal to counter the immunity from Dan. Dan still has a bubble. He's got the Dawnlight. So for Athoman, he cannot just let himself just sit there with Dawnlight rotting behind the pillar. Ideally, I think Athoman is playing a build where he wants to be next to Dan the entire time. Where Dan just wants to dot up Atho, stay away. Atho wants to stay on him, let the hammers that he's got spinning around him continue doing lots of damage. I mean, look at the damage output, laying hands. Atho's trying to play it a little defensive. Does have a human racial for this one. Unfortunately, will not have anything to follow up. Another hammer coming down onto Dan's head. Does put him in a rough spot. Atho just trying to see if he can live the Dawnlight a little. Bubble available for Dan is going to give him that huge advantage here, because you can just always pop that immunity, and if Atho doesn't have a counter for it, like a wall, he's just going to be a rough spot. That's just damage that he can't even stop either. He needs to find a way to lock down Dan. Shield of Vengeance out. Atho, he's like, you know what? Do I want to actually commit full burst into Shield of Vengeance? I probably do not. I probably do not. I can always back away and then come back in once Hodge is available again. Though Hodge is going to be available now for Dan. So now it's going to be up to Atho to figure out how to deal with this. Might have to press the Shield of Vengeance here. There goes Shield of Vengeance. Dan also doesn't really want to mess with Shield of Vengeance either. So, but at the very least, unfortunately, no, Atho does not have a Shield of Vengeance to counter the bubble. That is what might put him in a rough spot. And that Dawnlight going to continuously put pressure. Try to see if he can pressure a bubble out of Dan. Might be able to do it. The constant hammers flying through. There goes the bubble. Does Atho have anything to follow up here? I think it might be lights for him, doing whatever he can to live. But unfortunately, the bubble, the fact that he had an extra utility, an extra big immunity, is going to give him that advantage. That inherent advantage that you can't really do much with. Plus, I feel like they really got to find a nice balance between Dawnlight Paladins and Hammer Paladins. I feel like Dawnlight is way too good in duels. And like, I don't want it to be bad. I don't want him to nerf it. I don't want to do anything like that. I'm just saying, like, it'd be kind of nice if you had a bit of variety. You know what I mean? Spice of life, variety, all that. Just trick. I am gonna call this guy Trickster, by the way. That is his name, more or less. His name is Trick. I called him Trucker before. It didn't work. I'm gonna call him Trickster. Oh man, he's gonna get himself a glaive thrown in onto Dan. Boomstick actually treading through Dan really quickly. Does he have the middle burst? He got nothing. Dan's got nothing for this. Dan's got nothing. Maybe he can live a little. The guy just needs one good hit. One good hit.